everyone. Today I want to tell you guys a story, and it's a story about a little boy and a little girl, and it's a story about regret, and it's a story about hope. And I hope this story will help you guys, and you will get a lot of hope and energy from it. And the title of the story is "It's Never Too Late." Now I'm just gonna do a quick check as usual to make sure that everything's working before I'm going into the story. But as usual, feel very free to let me know where you are tuning in from and let me know how you guys are doing today. Let me quickly put this thing there. One moment, please. Thank you for tuning in. Also, if you're replay, you know the drill. Write down replay. And there we go. All is working. Okay, cool. So, this is on. Yeah. So it's working. Okay, so once upon a time in a land far, far away, in a time long, long ago, there was a little boy and there was a little girl, and they were really, really good friends. And every single thing that they would do together, and they will always be there for each other. And they lived in a very beautiful surrounding. It was in a place where you have beautiful mountains and you have beautiful hills, and they would just love to play together, and they were so connected in a way. And he would always look after her and she would always look after him. And they were both from different families, and they're living basically close together. And the way how they were close was not per se like brother or sister or like boyfriend or girlfriend. They were just one. They were just really, really, as good friends. And once upon a time, they went down the hills because they lived in the hills, and they went to go to the market to be able to go and have this very, very special drink that they both loved, and they would only sell it at the market. So they were going down the way, down the hills, and it was really beautiful weather, and they're just playing and doing things that little children do. And they were walking down fantasizing about the lovely drink they were going to drink. And then they came down the hill, but at the moment they came down the hill and they were about to go into the market, one of the people from the tribe of the girl came and said to the girl, you have to go home because your sister needs you right now. You need to help her. And basically it turned out that both the girl as well as the boy, they were prince and they were a princess from two neighboring kingdoms. And so the girl was like, oh, okay, so I need to go back home. I need to go and help my sister. So she looked at the boy and she said, oh, I'm so sorry because we're going to go to the drink, but I really have to go back right now, and I can only go get the drink with you later. And he said, don't worry, I come with you. And so she was like, oh, okay, that's really nice of you. So basically they went back up, and they were going up the hill, and it was a very steep hill. So they were walking, 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 and the boy went walking first, and he was looking behind, and he was saying like to the girl, oh, why are you being so slow? Come on, the faster you go up, the faster we go up, the faster we can go back and get the drink. And she was like, yeah, I'm coming. And then they were walking again, and she was being very, very slow. And he said to her, come on, you need to hurry up right now. And so she said, yes, I'm coming. And then he looked at her and said, come, jump on my back, I'll lift you up the hill. And then she was looking and thinking like, and he said, come, jump on my back, I will lift you up. And then she said, no, it can be because I'm way too heavy. And it's going to be way too heavy, and it's not fair. And then he said, no, I'm really, really strong, come on. It was like a little boy saying, come on, you can do this. And then she said, even though she wanted to say yes, she didn't know where it was appropriate for a princess to say yes to something like that. And so she said, no, I can do it myself. And basically they walked up the hill, being like with all the sun shining on them, and basically step by step they went up. And as they came up, it turned out that what she had to help her sister with was with the goodbye party of the neighboring kingdom. And so what it turned out is that the kingdom of the boy was going to move away, and they were going to give away the hill to their people, and they were going to move to a different place to have their castle there and to take care of their people right there. And so what they had to do, what she had to help her sister with, is to go to the market and to buy a lot of vegetables for the feast that was going to take place in that evening. And so at that moment, when she realized that, obviously it was a little bit of a sad moment. And so that evening turned out to be the last time that she had seen the boy. And after that, they went away, their family went away, and the two kingdoms were no longer close together. And so the girl was growing up, and she was turning into a strong and beautiful princess, but always was living with this one regret. And she just felt like, if I could go back in time, and if I could have that offer again that he said, come, I'll carry you up the hill, that she wished she would have said yes. And so the moral of this story is that so many times people live in regret. So many times, if you look at the decisions that you make, oftentimes you make decisions in a way that you may want to do the right thing, or you may want to do the appropriate thing, or you may want to do something that is good or looks good for the people around you. But so many people, and they have actually done a study with this, where they've asked old people that were on their deathbed and asking them, like, what is it, how do you look at your life? And so many people, they say, I wish I would have done this, or I wish I would have just tried that, or if I had the time to go back, I would have done more of this or more of that. And so the real moral of this story is to not live in regret, and to understand that in life, obviously we have a lot of choices to make, and there's a lot of things that we have to think about. But it's very important as well to think about how can we live an as happy as life as possible, and how can we make it such that whenever we are at the end of our life, we don't look back with regret, but we actually look back happy, and we allow the decisions that we make to make us happy and to make the people around us happy as well. But the second moral of the story is that it's never too late. And so the princess realized that as well. And what she did is, because now she had grown up and she had become an adult and she was a strong princess, what she did is she organized a party or celebration to celebrate the harvest. They had a good harvest that year. And so she invited all the neighboring kingdoms to come and join them for their party. And so all the kingdoms came, all the different kings and queens and princes and princesses, they came to the party. And also the boy who she had not seen for so many years. And as they met again, she asked him for a walk, and they walked towards the hill. And she said, I think I have to pick something up upstairs. Not upstairs, up the hill at the castle. Would you like to come with me? And then obviously he said, yes, it would be lovely to come with you. And so they walked up. And at the moment that they were walking, she was walking slow. And he was saying, you're not being very fast again. And he said, come, shall I carry you up the hill? And then she said, yes. And so he carried her up the hill. And at the end of the evening, when they came back, he proposed to her, and they lived happily ever after. And so the second moral of the story is that, even though right now, if you look at certain things in life, or you feel like, I wish I would have done this, or wish I would have tried that, that is fine. Or that you may look at things and may feel like, why did these things happen, or why did I make decisions like that? But do know that whatever has happened in your life, and whichever choices you have made in your life, they were meant there for a reason. And everything that happens to you happens for a reason, to make you stronger, to make you better, to make you more wise, to make you like the person that you are. You wouldn't be the person who you are today if it wasn't for the choices that you made and the things that have happened. So with the next part of it is that right now, where you are, there's always hope. There's always the moment that you can change things around. If right now you feel like, hey, I would love to do something, I would love to make that change, I would love to become happy, and I want to live happy every single day, then the choice for you is now. Just like the princess realized that even though she felt like she should have done something way back in time, right now it is the time. It doesn't matter how old you are, doesn't matter how young you are, doesn't matter what your circumstances are. It is never too late. to live a beautiful life. And living a beautiful life starts with every day and every day again. And so that's the message that I want to leave you guys with. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. And I just want to wish you guys a beautiful day. And remember always that no matter what, you can always start and begin something beautiful. And you have everything in your mind, in your heart, in your power to be able to create the future that you want to create. So if you thought this video was useful, please feel very free to give it some love and to, support it. But also, if you think that anybody else could benefit from this story, feel very free to share it or to tag someone below. And most importantly, to implement this in your life so that you can live a happy life for the rest of your life. So thank you guys so much. Mwah! Sending you love, and I see you guys tomorrow.